The media is back at it, and boy have they flopped tremendously. Stadia hate gone wrong. Let's get into it.
Stay sick cause I follow my gut. They say I was pushing my luck. I'ma push me a matte all black truck. Oh, I'm not sorry.
What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy MM2K. Back again with another Stadia Dosage. This is going to be a good one. But before we get into that, do me a huge favor, y'all. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, rock those bells for notifications, please, so you know when your boy is dropping these Stadia doses. I appreciate all of y'all straight up because y'all know the deal, y'all know the reason why. I am not too proud to ask, but let's get into it. All right, y'all. So one of Stadia's biggest criticisms unanimously is the lack of games on the platform. And Google has spoke to this regards. They've announced that 120 plus games are coming in 2020, and 10 of which are exclusives in the first half alone. But since that announcement, we're seeing more games released and announced. However, according to our good friends at Kotaku and Business Insider, you think that the platform had begun to hit no strides at all, as they both make claims towards quote-unquote many devs not getting the quote-unquote support they need in order to bring games to the platform. So let's take a deeper look into this. Okay, so after doing some due diligence here, it appears that these conclusions are false at best. They are so easily debunked, and so much so it's beyond shameful. How so? Well, to prove this, we will show three things. First, the lack of due diligence exposed in these articles. 2, the indie support coming to the platform. 3, why these publications put their integrity on the line to post this rhetoric. Okay, so let's get to it. First, let's tackle the lack of due diligence even put forth in these articles. The platform has 2 critically acclaimed indies that just dropped on the platform, and about 9 more incoming. In addition, publications like Kotaku can't even get their rhetoric right when copying off Business Insider. So here's what happened. Business Insider first wrote the rhetoric-filled article, and then Kotaku jumped on the bandwagon and tried to fluff it up a little bit more so they can get clicks. But in Kotaku's addition to that, they kind of missed a couple of key things here. And let's get into what. So I laid this out in a couple of tweets. First and foremost, I say in my first tweet, the latest article from Zach Zawisen, and I apologize if I butchered that, even though the publication's up to some foul stuff, at Kotaku once again highlight the hit job nature of some pundits versus Google Stadia. 4 clicks. I.e., in the write-off of Business Insider's article, they cite many developers bringing this up. But where is the word many mentioned in Business Insider's article? Can't trust the media. And if you look below, you'll see, as reported by Business Insider, many developers. But if you go take a look at that fraudulent article in many ways, the term many or a plethora or a lot or whatever the case may be is nowhere to be seen. My next tweet. To echo my sentiments from earlier, the attached shows the lack of concern regarding accuracy publications like Kotaku give when reporting on Google Stadia. When this article dropped, the platform had 30 games. Oh my. Now what happened to due diligence and reporting? Can't trust gaming media. And this article was written the day of March 1st, 2020, right? And that's when Google Stadia had 30 games as of March 1st. Well, several hours later, after that fact, your boy Zach puts out here, currently there are only 28 games available on the video game streaming platform. My, oh my. Next item, the indie support coming to the platform. See, here's what Business Insider tried to do that they thought was so slick. I explained in another tweet. Check this out. I say the most disingenuous and preposterous parts of the Business Insider hit piece on Stadia is it masquerades in a factual theme. They, as in Stadia, need more games. Yet they try to abscond progress made in that regards by focusing on a few indie devs and execs. You just can't trust the media anymore. Here goes a direct quote from the article. Google Stadia isn't a game console, nor it's a game platform. Really, it's a digital storefront run by Google where you can buy individual games. It's a hugely ambitious new platform, and it's aimed to be the Netflix of gaming. Now, I wanted to point this out because it just leads you into the wilderness and the fourth dimension that the Business Insider article takes you into, why it makes no sense. For the simple fact, you can't be a storefront and the Netflix of gaming. It makes no sense. Netflix is not a storefront. But I digress. On to my main point though. This is a quote from the Business Insider article. When reached for comment, Stadia representative Patrick Sabold said, "The publishers and developers we speak with regularly are very supportive and want Stadia to succeed. It is also worth pointing out that not every publisher has announced their games for Stadia so far, and more games will continue to be announced in due course." He also sent over a list of the major publishers that Google is working with, which includes EA, which may be a shock to many, Bethesda, Ubisoft, 2K Games, and Rockstar Games. But see, this is where they try to add validity, and this is why I say they masquerade this hit piece behind a regular narrative, behind a narrative that a lot of us agree with. They masquerade this by trying to do this. But the vast majority of indie hits aren't published by these massive publishers. Indies? We're talking about indies. Indies? Really, indies. You know what I'm saying? And look, here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. I'm not trying to say that indies aren't important. But again, we got big time major support coming to the platform. They started to announce games. Why are you trying to cement this farce of a narrative by sitting there talking about a few indies that a few publications, or not publications, but a few publishers and a few devs are upset about because they didn't get enough money, all right? But I digress again. But let's entertain the article for a second. Let's just say there is some validity to this. Let's just say if my friends at Business Insider were onto something. I'm gonna show you the next slide. These are the two games that Business Insider did not do their due diligence on, that are indies, that are critically acclaimed indies. So again, I want to bump Business Insider's claim that no indie devs want to come to the platform out of fear. Let's go through all of them. These are the two games they forgot because they didn't do the due diligence. Steam World Dig 2 and Steam World Quest Hand of Gilgamesh were effectively on the platform the day, several hours prior to this article dropping. Man, oh man, oh man. And they've been reporting that these games were coming for weeks. So it's not like this was stealth drop. Everybody knew this was coming before they dropped the article. Let's go on. These are indie games that are right around the corner. First off, Chris Tales. Next, we got Lost Worlds Beyond the Page. And Lost Worlds Beyond the Page has been critically acclaimed. They won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 awards already prior to release, all right? Next game, we got Get Packed coming, another indie game. Rock of Ages 2, another indie game. We got Stacks on Stacks, and then we got Windjammers 2, all right? So we got a slew of indie games again that are around the corner. Some of these indie games make up 10 of the exclusive features that Google mentioned in the first half of 2020 alone. What are we doing here? Once again, pathetic. Lastly, let's bring this all home. People are asking, okay, MM2K, you put all the proof out there, but I can't understand it. These are big time publications. Why would these publications put their integrity on the line? I simply have to inform everybody of this sad news. The media is no longer based on integrity. They are based on clicks. They are this way because of the current climate of digital distribution. Let's first take a look at Kotaku. Now, if you haven't been well in depth into the news, then you wouldn't be aware that over the past 18 months, Kotaku has had a tumultuous time, all right? They were amidst financial problems and they were sold as a result of that, all right? Let's go to this slide right here, all right? So Kotaku and other Gizmodo brands sold to Great Hill Partners to become Go Media. Then, soon after they were sold, they got into a big time spat that was heavily broadcasted among the internet and everywhere else, social media, with their owners over ads that cause angst with a lot of these business entities under the new business owners. So it's reasonable to believe that pressure to increase revenue, aka clicks, appears to be further looming. That's Kotaku's story. Let's go on to Business Insider, because Business Insider, however, has made their intentions very clear. Unlike Kotaku, they haven't hit financial woe. Amidst them still seeing profits despite the abysmal digital distribution climate, they've been transparent on their goals. First and foremost, they've locked a lot of their content behind a paywall at a brow-raising $3 a week. And also, they made their intentions very clear. They've also said, quote, now here goes a great article from Dig Day that talks about amid bad news in the industry, Business Insider parent says it crossed 100 million revenue and is profitable, okay? And this is a main quote within this article. Quote, what we're really focused on is sustainable ways to create content and then grab an audience. That is our only job. That's the business model, says Pete Spandy, CRO of the company Insider, which is the parent company of Business Insider. So here's the gist, people. Basically, Business Insider just couldn't put up an article giving an account of just a handful of devs and execs with said issue, because it wouldn't have met their quote-unquote grab an audience litmus. Kotaku, in return, saw a perfect opportunity to gain clicks by overpurporting these false notions. Kotaku rushed so blunderously to do so, they couldn't even accurately account the number of games on the platform. Sheesh! So in closing, it's apparent that the media results to abort tactics for clicks when it comes to Google Stadia. They have no intentions of showing the platform in a positive light. This is not fair to the unsuspecting gamer, not in the know, who may have interest or may benefit from the platform. Now, we here at the Stadia Dosage, we can put up a fight, and we're willing to do so, but we only have so much outreach. Google themselves will have to find a way to create a deterrent for these publications to so frequently put out false information. And I know that sounds serious, but I think it's getting serious now. And that's it from your boy MM2K. And yo, let me know what you think about what I had to say in the comment section below, because like I always say, who cares what I think? But if you did like what I have to say, check out the links below to follow me. Those links will lead you to the Broadband Bullies, PNTS Network, Hard Knock Digital Culture, and yes, here, the Stadia Dosage. And as the screen tells you know what? Hashtag can't trust the gaming media. But still, you all have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. Peace.